This is Paul. Now, David, from what I remember, yes, spent 14 years being persecuted. Yes, even though it had been proclaimed that he would be the king at some point. Yeah, his life was very, very difficult, and it was one of those. Smote them, and David recovered all the Amalekites and carried them. Yeah, there's nothing like I said. Not just other veterans. Now, in verse 31 of First Samuel, yeah. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled from before the Philistines and fell down slain in Mount Gilboa. The Philistines followed hard upon Saul and upon his sons, and the Philistines slew Jonathan and Abinadab and Melchijah, Saul's sons. Yeah. And the battle went sore against Saul, and the archers hit him, and he was sore wounded by the archers. Then said Saul unto his armor-bearer, Draw thy sword, and thrust me through therewith, lest these uncircumcised come and thrust me through and abuse me. But his armor-bearer would not, for he was sore afraid. Therefore Saul took a sword and fell upon it. Yeah. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he fell likewise upon his sword and died with him. So Saul died, and his 3 sons, and his armor-bearer, and all his men that same day together. And when the men of Israel that were on the other side of the valley, and they that were on the other side of Jordan, saw that the men of Israel fled, and that Saul and his sons were dead, they forsook the cities and fled, and the Philistines came and dwelt in them. And it came to pass on the morrow, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, that they found Saul and his 3 sons fallen in Mount Gilboa, and they cut off his head, stripped off his armor, and sent into the land of the Philistines round about to publish it in the house of their idols and among the people. And they put his armor in the house of Ashtaroth, and they fastened his body to the wall of Bethshan. And when the inhabitants of Jabesh Gilead heard that which the Philistines had done to Saul, all the violent men arose and went all night and took the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons from the wall of Bethshan, came to Jephthah and burnt them there. And they took their bones and buried them under the tree at Jabesh, fasted 7 days. Yeah. Now that was really something. Yeah. And that's the end of that book. Yeah. Now, it was kind of a bad day for the family of Saul. Yeah. He died. His 3 sons died. Everybody was really happy about it. The other side, they went around and they hung him up or something. Yes. Everybody published it in the houses of their idols. Yeah, look at who's dead. Ouch, ouch. But the other men that valiant, they took his body and they burned it. Now, I know it's very significant. Yeah, for all of you that said, well, there's no possible way that I'll ever win in a court at all. I really want you to understand my feelings about what you're doing. Yes, you're fighting against me. Yes, because of the fabricating of evidence. Yeah, or I have the right to have you prosecuted and put in jail. Yes. Now, for the 6 times that I went to jail, there's a good reason for the fabrication of evidence. Right. There's a good reason for sedition. Ouch. The impersonating of myself numerous times. Right. And then all of this persecution that I'm experiencing. Yeah. Because you don't want me prosecuting you and having you sued. Yeah. Now, this individual known as Saul, yeah, he was the king of Israel. Ouch. Had various problems. Yeah. And then one day he died. Yeah. His 3 sons died. Ouch. His armor bearer died. Ouch. And then the other side got to make fun of him for, wow, right now.